Along the busy streets of this city, a young woman is walking. She worked past the official working hours. She did not want to go home. She is feeling depressed and thus afraid of being alone. Though surrounded by friends and family, Rukundo often feels alone. She longs for love, someone to talk to, someone to hold on to. Despite she is being patient, she doesn't want to repeat her past foolishness. Last year she met Matsuko. Matsuko would call her 3 times a day, in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. He sent sweet texts and talked about a future with kids and grandkids who would carry on his bloodline. Rukundo didn't wait. She didn't ask. She didn't have to observe his mismatch of words and actions. She just believed in him. She believed everything he said about himself. She gave him her time, her feelings, and everything else about her. However, slowly, after a few encounters with Matsuko in her own home, he began to change. His telephone calls became fewer. His text messages became short. His promises faded into silence. One day, he stopped reaching out completely. No explanation, no farewell. He simply disappeared into thin air. As a result, Rukundo started feeling more alone than before she had met him. She felt excruciating regret. She wondered why she had trusted and given her body, only to be exploited by this now stranger. She stopped hanging out with friends. She ignored her family. Even the things she once enjoyed, music, evening walks, the city lights, lost their meaning. I was not enough, she told herself. One evening, sat on a bench in the city square, she was lost in her own thoughts. "Young lady," a woman said suddenly, gently stirring her from her daydreams. "Why do you look so lost in a city that is overloaded with opportunities?" Rukundo sighed. "What opportunities, when I cannot even find love in it?" The woman nodded slowly and replied, "No, you tend to run ahead of love, so you lose it to your own impatience. You cannot even tell what is true or false. You rush," the old woman asserted. Those words stayed with Rukundo. From that day she began to change, not all at once, but little by little. She started stepping outside more often. She allowed herself to feel the pain of the facades of love she had experienced. But she stopped chasing quick comfort. She learned to enjoy her own company. She learned to listen to her own thoughts. She learned to wait. Months later, as the sun set behind the tall city buildings, Rukundo sat on the balcony of her apartment. She was feeling light at heart and merry, not because someone had come into her life, but because she had found peace within herself. She realized that love is not something to run after. It is something that grows with time,